Thought about Caleb Williams Sunday night here, or are you still kind of just?
No, since I've watched our tape already. I started watching a little bit of Chicago this morning and seeing what they did, and went back and watched some highlights. Got on my iPad, man. But I also think it's very just important to look at the game that we just played, just to see those mistakes so they won't roll over into this game, and knowing the areas that we can get better to rolling into this game. And yeah, we're excited for the next challenge, man. But the focus right now is just saying like, how can we get better? What mistakes did we make right here, and how can we get it better so we won't make those same mistakes going into the next game?
What do you think you need to get better at?
Yeah, me personally, man, just knocking off the rust, man, trying to get back into it, get my stamina up a little bit more. Having that month off, kind of took a little bit of stuff out of me a little bit. But, man, just getting an extension at the top of my rush again, making that be second nature to me. And that's really about it, man. Everything else I know is going to come back to me. But just repetition at those things.
Both sides of the ball, it seemed like every time the Colts, did something, you guys responded. Whether it was the punt, you guys got the 2 point, stopped them on 2 points, or offensively they matched a touchdown for a touchdown. To have that and to keep them and ultimately win that game, what does it say about this team being able to hold strong so early in the season like that?
Yeah, man, like I said, we just have a bunch of players that know how to win, man. We have a bunch of players that know what it takes to win, how to win, and we just have that bend but don't break mentality, man. And I think it's very special, the group of guys that we have here. If we won't be denied, we're going to go out there and impose our will, man, and we're going to go swarm. And I think it's just the vets stepping up, leaders stepping up, and the playmakers stepping up to make it happen.
I know you weren't on the receiving end of it, but when Joe Mixon and the offensive line have a performance like that, what does it do to a defense and a defensive line? Like how does that change their approach, or what do they go through when something like that is happening to a defense?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, it's just the mentality that you have to have. And I think our O-line did a really good job of being more physical than them. And I think they took it personal as well of the matchup that they had, man. And I can't speak for the coach, but I can speak for our O-line and how they, handled their jobs really well for Joe to do his job. And hats off to them, man, because they did a phenomenal job, man. But going against those guys every day, it's tough. Those guys are big, they're athletic, they can move. And I'm super proud of them, and I know it's going to be even bigger things coming for them.
When you look at this, every game counts, but you say next game up. For you guys, it being a national televised game for your first home opener, and given the recent years of this team, does it add a little bit more level of excitement, but also a little bit more level of standard to be able to deliver where you guys have this type of moment in the Rams type states?
Yeah, man, I think it's just all for the fans, man. We just want all the fans to come out, man. We're excited. First home game, and it's a night game too, so I know it's going to be rocking, man. And we're just going to bring that same expectation, same standard, same playing style, same mentality of swarm defense, on offense on Sunday, man. And it's going to be a great thing, and we're super excited about it.
Looking back on it, now that you guys won the game, I am curious, when you guys get pressure on Richardson and you talk about getting hit in the mouth, and he bombs it 60 yards in stride, and then watching it on tape, just how difficult of a play was that? Just kind of looking back on it, how kind of crazy was that? It looked like a crazy throw.
Yeah, like I said, man, we got to get home. We got to do a better job rushing with integrity, getting off blocks, getting separation on blocks, man. I think we do a really good job of collapsing the pocket. I think that next step is just getting off blocks and finishing at the quarterback, man. And I think the interior guys pushing the pocket, us edge guys pushing the pocket. Now it's just time to get off of blocks. But, man, like I said, they're going to make plays. How do we respond? And I think we responded the right way.
Two players early, so that they don't act like rookies, they act like veterans.
Yeah.
How instrumental have you been in helping them get acclimated to the NFL?
Honestly, man, I just been letting them rock. Man. Like I haven't had to. I check on Kamar here and there, say how you doing. But coming from Georgia, coming from Alabama, and then him coming from US, like they have that mentality of great football. They come from winning programs. Like they know what it takes. They know the mentality. So coming here is just having that same mentality. Coming to a locker room of guys that have that same mentality, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy for them to see, like, oh, dang, like, they got the same mentality that we do. They both come from really great coaches that know how to win, too. So when they came here, they just did their thing, man. And I'm super proud of those guys, and I just can't wait to continue to see them ball.
Hey, Will, following up on Landry's question about the Bears, what are your first impressions of Caleb Williams in that offense? And then the second part, you mentioned the crowd and everything here. How loud do you want it as a defender, as a defensive lineman on Sunday?
Yeah, man. I didn't get too much into it, but just watching little things I did, man. I think he's a great quarterback, man. I think he's going to be a great quarterback in this league, man. He can move around the pocket, can extend plays with his arm and his legs. It's going to be another thing that we have to contain him as well up front and do a good job of rushing together and being one. And then just the second question, man, I'm excited, man, about the fans, man. We just wanted to be as loud as possible, throw them off their game, man, and we just want to do it for H-Town, man, and just keep showing up for the city and making the city hot again. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.
Felt great, all glory to God. Felt good just to be out there healthy with my teammates, everybody running around wild, smiling, new faces, Diggs and Joe Mix, everybody bringing energy, so it felt great.
Having Joe run the way he did, how does that affect things for you guys as receivers on the outside when you got that kind of force in the middle?
Yeah, we definitely going to build off that, like I said before in the interview, Joe run the ball like that, man, it's going to open up the pass game a lot, RPO, downfield shots, things like that. And when we taking shots and we get to make them back up, Joe can keep running the ball how he running the ball, man. Joe had an amazing game, and we're going to build off that for sure.
What y'all are doing isn't easy at all. I mean, to start where y'all started last year, rookie quarterback, rookie wide receiver, other young pieces, what do you feel like you all did really well as a program as a franchise to get this thing and have the type of success y'all are having now?
First off, we brought in some faces who've been around the league for some years, so like who got experience like Diz and Joe Mix, who also played in them big time games to help us in the back end of the season when it's time to close out, finish out. They've been there. We're young, but we're capable of finishing those games also. So with us just mixing well with each other, I feel like we're gonna be able to close out games like we did. So it's gonna be good. It was good.
For the wide receiver room specifically, was it fun to watch everybody, get some touches and get targets and see everybody have success?
Definitely. I felt like I read a stat line like Diggs had like 6 targets, Nico had 7, I had 7. Like, you can't complain with those targets, man. I feel like everybody had opportunities to go get a piece of the pie, so everybody just was feeding off each other and making plays when the number was called, so it was good.
Like on the third down play where CJ slipped and he threw the ball to complete the pass.
To Brev?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was down. I saw him throw the ball. I'm like, what's going on? But I feel like, I don't know what happened, but the turf was kind of like slippery out there. You saw a couple people falling out there, but 7 do what 7 do, man. He made a play. He made something out of nothing, so that was funny to watch.
And that's what I was going to ask you, was it, I mean, you seen it happen, but you weren't amazed because that's the type of play.
Yeah, nah, man. He's always trying to make a play, extend the play, so, and he football smart. Like, he knew he wasn't down. He saw Brev open, and we know we needed a first down, so he completed the pass. That's what he does, so it was good.
Taking his last 2 games, Nico Collins against the Colts has
going crazy.
He has almost 300 yards and 300 yards and a touchdown. Is there just something about playing in that atmosphere with it being a divisional game to where?
I don't know. Nico might not like them or something. I don't know, man. Nico got something against them or something. I don't know, because every time he step out there versus him, like, he go crazy, man. And just to watch Nico, hone in on the balls that was coming to him and make those plays, big time moments like that third down grab, put his knee on the sideline, like, that's just who Nico is, man. He make plays all over the field, so I was happy for him.
On that third down catch from Nico, D'Amico had a big reaction on the sideline, kind of tossed his headset. Do you guys enjoy seeing your coach have those kind of reactions on the sideline?
Definitely. Like, before we huddled up, like before Coach D'Amico said we need a first down, and all the receivers, like, we was looking down and like, we got you. Somebody gonna make a play, we got you. And Nico made a play, and, he was excited. That's who Coach D'Amico is, man. He's very joyful. He's very excited, and he loves when somebody make a play, so we're going to continue to do that for him.
On both sides of the ball, every time Indianapolis landed a punch, you guys were able to respond, whether it was the
defense,
punt, defense, and vice versa. What does it say about this group that early on the road, you guys were able to take a punch, respond, and ultimately secure that win?
I just say, like, as a whole team, like, we got each other back, man. Like, because to be honest, like, the offense, we had a couple miscommunication things out there, and the defense held us down. And when it was time for us to hold down the defense, we did that. So just meshing well and knowing that we got each other back, like defense go out there and make some mistakes and things happen, that we're going to come back and help y'all out. And if we make some mistakes on the offensive side of the ball, that we know the defense will hold us down. So that's all that is.
I think you all made the additions on the offensive side of the ball, like you said earlier, with Mixon and with Diggs, and there was a lot of anticipation building up coming into this. What do you see when you finally was able to get on that field for the first time regular season? What does it look like?
Joe Mix crazy. Joe Mix, he different, man. I told him, like, before the season, like, of course we knew who Joe Mix was because what his name was around the league. He was watching him, but to see it firsthand, like when we went against him last year, I ain't see this firsthand because, you know, I'm rooting against him. But, like, to be on his side and, like, to actually see running people over, carrying people 5 extra yards, just doing what he do, man, that was exciting to see. And Diggs getting in there scoring 2 touchdowns when it count. Man, it's just exciting, man, and that's just like a little bit of what we could do. Like, we still gonna have to build, you know, we still gotta go in there and fix the things we need to fix and clean up some things, but it's gonna be a fun season all year. So.
Real quick, I'm sorry, and that's what I was just asking from your perspective, watching your offense. What does it look like to you now? And you know, now that you all are playing in real time.
Oh yeah, it looks good. We, like I said, we still got a lot of things we could clean up. Like in practice, we do things like. We had one good practice last week where we was like, man, like, we go out and play like this. You don't know what the score going to be, but it was going to be a lot of points. So, man, I feel like we still got a lot of things we could build on, but it's amazing to see our offense go out there and make some plays like that.
Sunday night, it's going to be the first primetime game of your NFL career.
I'm ready.
Does that excite you?
Yeah, definitely. I'm ready, man. I'm built for things like this. I'm built for them type of games. I'm ready. That's all I can say. I'm ready. I'll be ready. I'll be there.
D'Amico says it's always about the next game. Have you been able to check out any bit of Chicago and just your very early impressions of them so far?
Yeah, so we played them in the preseason, so I feel like I already had a jump start because I was watching film in the preseason, even though we knew we wasn't playing, but I was still watching film because I knew there was going to be a game that we was going to have to complete this season. So we got a jump start on them. We already put yesterday behind us, 1-0 every week, so now it's 1-0 versus Chicago Bears, so that's our mindset. We're going to get a jump start today, off day tomorrow. So, a lot of film go in tomorrow on your own and hone in on the details Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and go out there ready to play Sunday.
Hey, Tank, when you're on the sideline here on offense, defense is on the field, it's really, really loud. What are you noticing about the crowd? And then how important is that, you think, for the defense?
On away game? Say it again?
When you're here in NRG Stadium.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, the fans, like, that's what I was going to say. Like, we need all the fans to come out, and show your support because it's going to be a great game and, we're going to put on a show. But sometimes it get too crazy. Like, CJ have to be on the field, like, hold on right quick. But, man, that's how we want it, man. If you don't want it like that, then you shouldn't be here. Like, that's how we want it, man. Like, make it hard on the offense, make it hard on the opposing offense as much as possible. Like, make them not here because, to be honest, playing the coach, like, they was loud and we was in there like we huddled up like it's cold outside. Like that's what we need. That's how we need the Chicago Bears. So that's how we want it. So it's good.
Appreciate it,
Thank y'all.
Now that you had a chance to kind of reflect about your first game, what are some of your takeaways? How you played?
For myself personally?
Sure.
I would say I went out there, I played well. I feel like, there's some things I can clean up. That's after every game. But with it being my first game, just going out there, getting the first game jitters out and just going out there and playing fast and playing physical, I feel like I did that and just cleaning up some not really mental errors, but I would just say just like some technical things and just situational things.
Playing in the league is something that obviously every athlete is doing. What was your expectation of like what that first game might be like, just being in the NFL atmosphere versus the reality by the time the game ended?
My expectation was I really didn't have one. I just always dreamed of playing in the NFL. I knew the game was going to be live. I knew it was going to be, you know, good on good. So, like, whenever I got out there, after the first play, I'm like, man, it's just football, honestly. It's just playing football. I've been playing football since I was 3 years old. So, I mean, that's not, you know, that wasn't much of a surprise to me, but it was just, you know, just playing at the highest level and just kind of, it's more like chess, you know, in the NFL. It's just like, you know, saying who could do what they do better, you know, like, you know, every team is good at what they're good at, so who can just do it better, honestly. And, you know, that's just what it really boiled down to, and we were able to get a win last night.
Critical point in the second quarter where you get the Caleb Bullock interception, and this momentum kind of shifts back to your way. You as a rookie alongside him in this class, where have you seen him mostly grow since the start? And also knowing that Will has said that coming from programs like Georgia and USC, there's a certain expectation of a standard set. Do you believe that's helped you guys kind of mature quickly enough to be week one, day one situational players?
Definitely. I think, you know, just coming from, you know, the schools that we came from and just, you know, playing the brand of football that we play, you know, me coming from Georgia, him coming from USC, you know, it's kind of already, you know, kind of ingrained in us, you know, that kind of, you know, smash mouth football, relentless mentality kind of mindset. So just going out there and just, you know, earning our stripes from my teammates first, you know, just kind of getting the respect of those guys and then, you know, earning the trust of the coaches and then just going from there and then just kind of all just gelling together as a team and as a unit on defense. And, you know, we just kind of really just earn the trust of your guys first. I mean, the guys you're going to be playing with, if they don't trust you, then it doesn't really matter. So, I mean, just kind of, you know, letting them know that, you know, hey, like I'm going to be here and I'm here to do my job and I'm here to fly around with you. You know, it's easier for the guy next to you to play whenever he knows that you're going to be on the same time that he's on.
Okay, I'm sorry. Kamar, between that 60-yard pass, touchdown pass, and that 54-yard touchdown pass, you all shut Anthony Richardson down. You had held him to 10 yards in the second quarter, no passing yards in the third quarter. How were you all able to lock in between those two big plays?
Really just trusting each other and doing our job, you know, just reading our keys and just doing our assignment, you know, just playing assignment sound football, communicating with each other and just really just going out there and playing as one unit.
Is there any excitement or did you guys lean on each other? You and Adonai Mitchell know each other pretty well. Was it kind of weird to or cool to make y'all's NFL debuts against each other?
No, that was amazing. Me and AD go way back. Since our freshman year, you know, we came in together, and then sophomore year we really went to battle a lot. You know, especially fall camp throughout the season before he got injured, and then even whenever he left to go to Texas, we're still super close. So I had talked to him earlier this week, and you know, we was just talking reckless to each other, you know, just talking jazz. And then during the game, it was just crazy. It's just like, man, this is all full circle because, you know, this is what we work for in college. You know, you work super hard to, you know, obviously win for your college team, but, you know, to go to the next level. So then just for us to be able to play against each other at the next level, it was something surreal. It was all just a full circle moment.
You kind of have a rep that's like no nonsense. Are y'all jersey swapping or anything? Or are you?
Yeah, we ended up jersey swapping. Okay. And then my mom, she was like, well, why'd you do that? You're not supposed to give away your first jersey. And I didn't realize that, but
get it back, send them a different one.
Nah.
Throw it in some dirt, some turf.
Yeah, she knows best.
At least you know where it is, though.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
Get it back if you need to.
Speaking of AD, there were a couple of double moves in that game where, you know, he sprung open a little bit. Is there, from your first game in the NFL, did you learn a little bit about, you know, the balance of being aggressive and kind of jumping those types of routes versus, you know, knowing when to be playing off and kind of not biting on a double move type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's all based on the coverage. So, I mean, some of the plays that you see, from outside looking in, it might look like something, but you don't really know the coverage. So, I mean, it's all, you know, just internal affairs, just kind of, you know, being in one accord with your teammates.
And with this being your first game here, what are you expecting, hoping for from the crowd when you guys are out on defense?
Home game?
Yeah.
Man, I'm expecting something crazy. I'm expecting Houston to come out with some fire. I mean, Indy was pretty lit whenever CJ and those guys were on the field of offense. So, I mean, I already know first home game in the city, it's a lot of, you know, noise coming behind us this year. So I'm expecting, I don't even want to be able to hear. Like, that's how you feel me.
Kamari, there's always this next week one mentality. Those want to know each week, just from early expectation for what you've seen. What can you take away from the Bears offense?
offense full of really good players from top to bottom. Really good quarterback, good receivers, good running back, good line. So I mean, they're a really good offense. We're gonna have to come in on our P's and Q's, understand our assignment, and just come in and do our job.
Appreciate it, Marcus.
Thank you.